Hey everyone, welcome back to Easy Coding. Today we are going to start a new playlist which is Java programming, and we are going to discuss most frequently asked Java programs in the interview. So it will be easy for you to go through all the concept of Java programming like array concept, collections, all those we will discuss to the major frequently asked programs. So let us see how to approach to a solution when we get a program. So let's get started with the first programming, that is create a method which accepts array and return sum of elements present in the array. I hope it's clear to you. Nothing, it's we have to get sum of all the elements present in an array. So let us see the array first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is an array which is having 5 elements. So what will be the starting index of the array? I hope you all familiar with the array concept. The array will be, each element in the array is referenced as indexes. In the 0th position or 0th index, the element is 1. And in the first position, the element is 2. In the second position, the element is 3. So on. Here we have 5 elements. So total 4 indexes. In the 4th index, the 5th element is placed. So the array index is starting from 0. So let us see how to find out the sum of elements in the array. So here we have 1 in the 0th position and 2 in the first position. So how we can find out the sum? By manually we can add 1 plus 2. So we will get 3. And that 3 we will add with the other 3. So it will be 6. So the sum is 6, and again we will add that 6 with the 4. Then it will be 10. And again we will add that sum with the 5. So we will get the output as 15. This is how we will do manually. We will add each element in the array. So it's simple. So let us see how we can do it in the Java programming. So let's move on to the Eclipse IDE. So let's quickly create a class. So here we will provide Java program examples. Okay, finish. So our class is created. Java class is created. So it's a Java program examples. So now what we have to do? We have to declare an array. What array? It's an integer array. So let us declare an integer array. So int a, I will call it as a, and let us declare integer array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's contain 5 values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so what is the next step? Let us see the question. Create a method which accepts array and return sum of elements present in the array. So we have to create a method. So we need one variable to store that result. So let us declare as int sum is equal to, we need one method, right? So let us call it as sum of array. Okay, and we can pass our integer array, that is a. So we are passing out integer array. So this is what comes in our main method. That is, we have created our integer array, and then we have created a method. So but we haven't created the method, but we called it. So let us see the error. That is, create a method sum of array. So we have to create a method. So we can just click here and create a method. So we have created method private static int sum of array with integer array argument. So here there is a return 0. Let's change it later. So here we have declared a integer method. So we are returning integer value. Here we have declared a static. If you are not using static, we have to create object for the corresponding method to call in the main method. So we can simply use static method. Now let us see how we will find out the sum. How we can iterate through all the elements in the array? So we have to use a loop. So by using loop, we can iterate through from starting element to the ending element. Let us create the loop first. For let us take a value as I is equal to 0. Let's take from the starting index and I less than. So how many times the loop should run? So let us see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can hard code it as 5 or simply we can find out the length of the array. So we can mention as a dot length till a dot length. Okay, I less than a dot length, and we are incrementing the I. Okay, so we have created the for loop. Now we have to find out how to sum the elements. So we can iterate till fifth element. So we have to write the code for summing up. So the logic is here we are adding first element with the second element and we are getting a sum value, and again we are adding 3 with that sum value and then 4 with that sum value. So it is kind of sum plus whatever the value comes next. So sum plus a of I. So sum plus a of I. So we are getting a sum. We are adding that sum with the other. So we have to declare a integer as sum and let's initialize as 0. Okay. Into sum is equal to 0 and sum is equal to sum plus a of I. Let us see how it will work, and we have to return the final result as sum. In the first iteration, sum is 0 and I is also 0. So let us see, sum is equal to sum plus a of I. So sum is equal to, let us comment here itself. So sum is equal to sum plus a of I, which means sum is 0 plus a of I. A of I means a of 0, that is 1. So the sum value will be 1 initially. So in the next iteration, so we got the sum as 1 here and the I value is incremented. Now the I become 1. So here let us see, so 1 less than a dot length. So it is true. So it will again come inside the loop. So it will be 1 plus a of 1, which means 1 plus a of 1 means 2. So it will be 1 plus a of 1 means 2. So that will be 3. So in the next iteration, so the new sum value is 3. So in the next iteration, it will be 3 plus a of 2. A of 2 means 3. So 3 plus 3, it will be 6. In the next iteration, it will be sum plus the next value, which is 4. So it will be 4. So it is equal to 10. And in the last iteration, it will be 10 plus 5, which is equal to 50. Okay. So after this step, I will be incremented and it will check I less than a dot length. Now the I will be equal to length. So it will terminate the loop and will return the sum. Okay, so we have to print the sum here and we will run the code. If it is working or not, let us check. Before that, we have to print the sum. So let us print the sum and see if it is working fine or not. So the output should be 50. Let's try. Yeah, the output is 15. Okay, so it's working fine. So let us try to debug the program so it will be more clear to all of you. For loop programs, you have to debug, then you will get the clear idea of how it is working. So let's put a breakpoint at the for loop. So let us run. Let's switch to debug mode. Okay. So let us do a step into. Okay. Now the sum value is 0. We see that sum value is 0. It is 0. And the I value also 0. Then, okay. Now you can see sum is 1 because it is added. The 0 plus 1, this step. Sum is 1. Then let us go to the next step. That is again I is equal to 1. Now I value is incremented. So I became 1. So let us click on next. So the sum will be 3. It is 1 plus 2. That is sum plus 2. So the value become 3. So let us again step into, and I value become 2. You can see here. And now the sum value will also change. The sum value is 6 right now. Then I value will be 3 and the sum value will change right now. It is 10 right now. And I value will be 4 and the sum value will be 15. So I is equal to 4 and sum is 15. So now let us see what will happen. Yeah. Now the control come to return because it is not less than a dot length because it is equal to a dot length. So the control will come to return sum. So we will get the result. It's a simple program. We have seen how to declare an array and how to pass an integer array to a method and which will return a integer output to us. That is sum of all the elements present in that array. So I hope it's clear to all of you. If you have any queries, please feel free to comment in the comment section, and we'll see you in the next video with the next Java program. So thank you so much.